mid-afternoon sun. Despite his absence from professional football, Zidane hadn't lost any of his trademark moves, scoring just before half-time. Less than a month later, he was playing in another charity match. This time it was back home in France at Marseille's Stade Velodrome. The match against poverty, played under the aegis of the United Nations Development Programme, was won 6-2 by Zidane and friends against Ronaldo and friends. This was his first football appearance in Europe since the World Cup, and as his dazzling skills brought back some wonderful memories, journalists speculated on the chances of Zidane making another comeback. The most popular theory was that Zidane would join former Real Madrid teammate David Beckham at the LA Galaxy and play out his post-retirement years on Easy Street in Major League Soccer. Zidane was quick to quell the rumours, although he did admit he missed the action. Obviously, yes. Sometimes I miss it already. Because when you have played 17 years at a high level, at some point there is this craving from the lack of adrenaline, pressure and sport naturally. But I had to come to that point. Today, it's my turn, after many other players, to retire. And what you need is to live it well. So for me, I tell myself it's another life starting today. And I will try to enjoy it as I have enjoyed my footballer's life. More recently, Zidane took his charity campaign to Cairo in Egypt. There he spent 3 days where he attended the opening of a home for street children and played in a charity soccer match with Egyptian youngsters. The trip was sponsored by the French food manufacturing company Danone in cooperation with Egypt's National Council for Childhood and Motherhood as part of an international project to help disadvantaged children. The head of Danone spoke of Zidane's determination to lend his celebrity status to good causes.
Because Zidane is a very famous person, he's genuinely caring about kids. He's 100% convinced that he has to use his huge awareness to help kids in the world, and that's why he was interested in the Danone program.
Street children face violence and deprivation daily on the crowded streets of Cairo, Africa's most populous city. The UN says that in the Egyptian capital alone, there are several 100,000 homeless children. The project being promoted by Zidane is intended to provide some of those children with homes as well as basic health care, education and job training. The thousands of fans who attended the game saw Zidane, with his Algerian roots, as an Arabian hero. The thing I liked most about Zidane is that he's an Arab player and he reached a very high level. He's overtaken many players like Ronaldinho and he's the player I like the most. I like him even more than my family. With millions of dollars being thrown at football stars all over the world, it is a shame that there aren't more that follow in Zidane's footsteps. One young Egyptian football fan hopes that his actions will inspire other players to become more active in the community.
There are no Egyptian players who are playing with small children in this type of charity event, teaching them something like this, and so I hope to see Egyptian players doing something like this.
The controversial end to Zidane's career and the resulting fallout that dominated the sporting pages back in 2006 now seems little more than a bump in the road of an extraordinary career, both on and off the field. The story of the boy from the back streets of Marseille who grew up to be a sporting superstar not only serves as inspiration for other poor kids with big dreams, it also teaches his professional peers a big lesson in giving back. Leading by example, the great Zizou is proving that the privilege of being a top professional footballer brings with it the responsibility of becoming a positive role model.